minute. I just said he put out R.O.B to beat Avon just not too long ago in that matchup with Midman, but he's decided to go with R.O.B against Jejajeja. Very interesting pick here, and I'm curious to see how this is going to go.
Yeah, this, I mean, Suspect knows R.O.B's. He's played enough against Savon and Hawk and every R.O.B in Michigan you can think of to know how, like, so many different ways to play this character. And we're going to see which kind of R.O.B Suspect plays like right now.
Absolutely, man. So far, it's just looking like Suspect. So, oh my gosh, that up smash could have been everything if you're Suspect. Unfortunately for him, he whiffed it. And Jejajeja was able to take advantage of it and rack up a little bit of damage here, but it is still Suspect as the victor here. Oh, that could have been absolutely crazy. The top over to the up smash, but unfortunately, Jejajeja is just way too small.
The crazy part is that is absolutely the right idea. It was the correct option to do. It was just slightly mistimed so the hitboxes didn't connect, but oh, so close.
So close yet so far. But this is looking like a pretty interesting pick for Suspect because Suspect is able to keep up with Jejajeja so far. Oh, that back there could have been something. And there goes a back air in return from Jejajeja, and that one's actually going to connect. So is that back air.
So while he's down so far in game number 1, I do agree with this character select from Suspect. I think, excuse me, the Corrin just, the moves are a bit too slow and may not hit low enough to really get Kirby. Kazuya is just going to be combo food and grab because you have to be infighting just as much as you are as Jeja wants to, and as well as is just nightmares with Jeja at ledge. So the R.O.B gives him more capabilities to contest stuff and be comfortable off stage, as well as have a 0 to death in his back pocket he can just pull out whenever he needs, like whenever the need arises.
Well, speaking of that down air did take the stock, but not in the way you probably would have expected it because it was a star and you sent them up instead of down. But either way, we take those if you are a Suspect, and you are close to evening this out here. But again, with Jejajeja just being a character that's not that heavy, I mean, this is a lot closer than the percentages it's suggesting. But oh, jab block.
That's incredible because Suspect playing as R.O.B. Oh my gosh. Jeja being able to use items just as effectively as Suspect is a big game changer. Because if he's able to get those jab blocks consistently, this could be a night and day difference.
And there goes the back air again, round 2 with the back air. And the same thing happened with stock 1 and stock 2. Back air is going to take it and use just one more stock here if you are Suspect in game 1. But you're not too far away. It just takes a few interactions to make this interesting and make the comeback. But Jejajeja not allowing it to happen.
Suspect runs back, just trying to create any kind of space he can get to start and get an advantage state on Jeja.
Just trying to get the advantage state, and so far he has that. He has him off stage, which is exactly where you want him. Try to go for the down air, not able to connect it and take that stock this time like he was able to it with the first stock. Hits him at the back end of that back air, which isn't going to be enough for the stock, but just racking up damage. You just want to try and get as much damage as you can to try and take this pink ball into one more stock. But if you are Jejajeja, you want to try and rack up as much extra credit as you can. So far, that is exactly what he's doing. That up tilt to neutral air and just trying to go for the down air. Though that should be it. Down air to down smash, and that's going to take the first stock.
That's crazy, isn't it? He could just sit there, kind of like just full hop down air on the shield until it pokes, and then as soon as it does, it's like drag down into down smash.
Yeah.
Nobody is, I said it before, I'll say it again, nobody's doing it like Jeja.
Ooh, well, we're going to Final Destination, which is probably a very good spot for Jejajeja because Kirby doesn't have those platforms where you have to worry about landing and being at a disadvantage. So interesting choice here from Suspect. We'll see if Suspect has a game plan.
Can Suspect effectively punish the pink pancake? And that's something we really need to see more out of players against Jeja. Is off stage, it just seems to be Jeja's world that everybody else is living in.
Yeah, you don't want to be a part of Jeja's domain expansion. So far, just looking at how this game is going, this is anyone's game, but this game 1, we were in the domain expansion of Jeja. We'll see what happens with this game here, but so far, Jejajeja just keeping up with Suspect. I know Suspect started off with a good lead early on in game 1, and it's like it's going the other way here, slowly but surely, because Jejajeja is starting to rack up that damage, starting to pull slightly away.
have inch by inch, Jeja widens the gap, and a trip, but nothing doing there. Suspect just needs an answer, something to get this started, and already you're seeing Jeja look for that drag down smash confirm.
Yeah, just trying to look for that down air to down smash, but not able to get it here. But all that back air, poetic. This is the third stock that's been taken away from Suspect with that back air. Going back to the first 2 stocks taken away in game 1. This is looking like a, still interesting character selection here and stage selection as well, because again, with Kirby, you want to try and get platforms to make it harder for Kirby to land. And with this stage, like if I'm a Kirby main, which I technically am, this is actually the stage I want to face Robin.
Wow, yeah, and Jeja proving it right there, gets another jab block forward smash, but he's gonna not stage tech that one. So a rare stage tech miss from Jeja. It's gonna result in him losing a stock, but he still has 102% onto Suspect here.
116 and counting. Oh, tried to go for the forward air, but is that gonna be enough? Not quite, not out of juice just yet, but able to come back. Hit the neutral air, but that forward smash is going to take that second stock, and Jeja with a very commanding lead going into. Oh no, what's this?
No.
Nuh-uh, not like this. Oh, he's able to get back.
Okay, brother. Jeja is currently doing gyro combos as Kirby, who, even when he absorbs R.O.B and copies R.O.B, he doesn't get gyro. He gets laser. So this is just next level like labbing and expertise from Jeja.
Yeah, this is just understanding the character, and Jeja doing a very good job of understanding R.O.B and understanding the win condition here. You do have a disadvantage when it comes to most things as Kirby, but just the ability to be able to hit a bigger target like R.O.B is working in the advantage of Jeja right now.
It's a deep air dodge, but again, the timing from Suspect just isn't enough to get the down air, but it is enough to get the side B. So at 144, Suspect literally just needs the 0 to death right here. And he doesn't have gyro yet loaded up to get it.
Yeah, 0 to death would have been everything, but he only took 1 hit from that 144, and that is Suspect going down 0-2. Will Suspect keep going with R.O.B, or will Suspect pull out the corn? And will we go back to Final Destination? From Suspect, I'm striking Final Destination from the list. As far as characters, I could go either way, but I'd probably switch to corn, just to maybe, switch them over.
Switch it to Kazuya, so if, hey, Jeja wants to fight, Suspect's gonna fight. Wants to throw hands, Suspect will throw hands. But I just wonder, is this the answer you're looking for? Because you still got to play perfect at ledge, and we all know just how punishing Jeja can be as soon as he gets you off stage.
Absolutely. So this is a very interesting character to pick, because you don't want to be taken at a disadvantage and off stage, because Kazuya could definitely get exploited there. It's hard to.
Sorry.
Oh no, you're good. It's hard to land some of these attacks going against Kirby, because Kirby can just kind of fall out of himself. Interesting choice here. But again, Suspect making it all the way here. And oh my gosh, hitting that down smash. But yeah, Suspect is kind of making it this far. I tend not to try and, question the moves of most of the top players, but I don't know. I feel like Corey may have been a better choice.
Now we're slowly reaching the Jeja zone. Jeja's just doing whatever he wants now. And this is the tough part, because I think the thought process from Suspect going into this is that ideally, in a perfect world, Suspect has to win neutral 3 times and he wins this game.
Yeah,
but
true.
When your jab goes completely over the pancaking puffball, it can be tough to get much of anything done.
Yeah, I think that's kind of the problem, because Jeja can kind of just fall out of those moves. And it's not as easy to hit them, because he's not a big target. And with Kazuya, approaching is not the greatest, which is also a disadvantage for Kirby as well, at least on the ground. But Kirby has great mobility in the air, which is not where you want to be if you're a Kazuya.
1, 2, 3, and yeah, it's just a case where you gotta fight him on the ground. You gotta get your openings in, and you really can't give him anything. You just have to take if you're Suspect, and that's gonna be tough to do against Jeja. Especially now that you're off stage and he's looking for what he always does.
Absolutely not able to get what he wanted there, but Jeja is still able to get back to the stage regardless, and able to hit that forward air. He has Kazuya right where he wants him. Oh my goodness, there it is. And it's like you said, like it's just this interactions that if you can just win like 3 of them, like the stock is gone and the game is gone. But that back air is going to even things out. This could be Suspect's potential last stock in the tournament here over in losers final.
And yeah, just like this, Suspect on tournament stock, trying anything to get any kind of advantage started, but Jeja is just relentless with these run-up down tilts. Suspect, if he gets any opening, it has to be the opening that finishes the game.
It has to be the opening here, man. You're at, oh my gosh. Oh, you gotta be careful.
It missed?
Oh, but got the footstool, and that's going to do it. Jejajeja's gonna be going over the